Welcome everyone to Berkeley and California Memorial Stadium, where they've been filing in since early this morning, ready to support their sturdy Golden Bears. Today, a couple of teams getting set to square off in an ACC battle. As we'll see, the North Carolina Tar Heels taking on the California Golden Bears. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, let's get this thing started. Well, you don't see this every day. They're lining up for an onside kick on the opening kickoff. They'd hope to get that thing bouncing around, but the hands team is able to corral it.
Man, these coaches talked about being aggressive, and they were. First quarter, you're going with the onside already. I would say it's a little bit careless, a little bit reckless. Onside kicks are not high percentage, but they went for it, they failed, and now let's see how they respond.
Leaves it with the running back. Finally run out of bounds, but he has his offense rolling with a first down.
Well, the offense knew what they needed to get that first down, so they dial up the running play, and they get just enough to keep the drive alive.
Right back to the well. Finds a crease at the 20. And chunk plays are the name of the game, and they... Before the defense finally makes the stop.
What a run. Great speed, great vision, elusiveness, and David, he's tackled down close to the goal line.
Yeah, and this offense, when you can run the football like this, man, you will have success, especially in the red zone, trying to get touchdowns.
And he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Golden Bears!
This defense has their hands full in this game because of what you saw right there. This quarterback is one of the fastest players in the entire country, and he runs one in. They're going to have to do a better job getting hats to him because they know they're going to see the QB run a lot today.
And the extra point makes it 7-0. Quick strike offense on that three-play scoring drive. And the capper on that drive, the 10-yard touchdown run. Just into the end zone, and he'll bring it out. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. First down for this offense. He wants to throw. Fires to the big fella. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few.
I'll say this, man, in college football, you see a lot of bad tackling. You didn't see it right there. That was an awesome job. First off, being there at the point of attack. Once the tight end made the catch, there was no doubt he was going down. Great job form tackle.
A quick tackle made, but he's got plenty for the first down. He unleashed that one, some serious spin rates, some revolutions on that one.
You want to talk about velocity? How about the arm talent this kid has? I love watching him throw these curl routes. He's in rhythm.
Oh, did he toast the coverage? Got it deep downfield. And they pick up a better than 30 yards on that completion before the defense brings him down. And the Tar Heels will have it 1st and 10. Gonna run it. It's Hampton. Headed to the end zone. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, UNC!
This running back was not going to be denied. Nice blocking up front to create a hole for this running back, and he was able to take advantage.
To the air, it's Criswell. Throw to the end zone, it's picked off.
The two-point attempt is no good. That keeps the score. Cal 7, North Carolina 6.
They're wasting no time trying to get the ball back. They're going to go for an early onside kick. They're on it. They recover the onside kick, and they get it right back.
How about early in the game, in the first quarter, and you want to run the onside kick? A lot of times, you know what that means? You saw something on tape that you could use against this club. Not only did they see it, they executed it perfectly, and they got the football.
North Carolina has it back, and the Tar Heels so pleased to send the offense back out. He's got an open man. Wrestled to the ground after picking up the first down. Curl route seems simple, but when you time it like that so it's right on him, man, that's a tough play to stop.
And give the receiver a lot of credit, too, because he knew where the sticks were. He got his depth on the route, and then he came back to the football. All young receivers can learn from this guy right here. Come back to the ball and help your quarterback out.
Just inside the 40-yard line, it's 1st and 10 from the 39.
You know, I think a big part of this isn't necessarily scoring a touchdown on that play, but you're just trying to get your offensive line in the rhythm of the game. Let those big fellas get lathered up.
They have set the tone in this one already inside a minute to play in a wild first quarter. Trying to get behind the defense. Touchdown, North Carolina! And they made it to the house when they found that 6 points waiting on them.
You know, sometimes as a play caller, you just don't have to overthink things. I've got a guy who's faster than your guys, and he's just going to run straight down the field. I'm going to throw it way down the field. He's going to make the catch, and we're going to score a touchdown, and that's pretty much what just happened there.
Stopped at the 1-yard line, mere steps away from taking it to the house. You don't see this very often, an early onside kick when you have the lead. He's able to grab the football, and the hands team gets the job done.
Well, I give them a lot of credit for having guts. You normally don't see onside kicks until the very end of the game. Here we are in the first quarter, and they tried one, but it didn't work. So their defense now has to come out here and bail them out.
Cal gets it back. The sturdy Golden Bear offense on its way to the field. Touch pass on the run. They'll rip off 8 on that play. It's 2nd and 2.
And that play is essentially like a jet sweep, right? This offense is going to run the football conventionally. They'll do it between the tackles. They'll do it outside. But there's a lot of different creative ways they can get their playmakers the football in the running game. And I think that was an example of what you saw right there.
And I don't care if I get it by 2, by 20, by 30, by 40. I just want to get the first down, understanding the situation, understanding where the sticks are. Doesn't have to be sexy, but I got to make sure I get to that stick, get to the first down mark.
A little screen to the running back. They finally get him stopped, but what a good job by that front wall to set up the screen and create some lanes for their running back. Direct snap. Got some room, headed to the goal line. He's all the way down to the 3. Showed it all on that run.
North Carolina 12, Cal 7.
Starting off this quarter, close enough to smell the goal line. Slams ahead. He works his way ever closer, all the way down to the 1-yard line.
Man, a nice second effort by the back to break a tackle. But how about those defensive backs willing to come up, stick their face in the fan, and make a tackle?
Those are the best run defenses, too, right? It's not just D linemen and linebackers getting all the plays, but it's DBs that are willing to not just cover, but tackle backs in the open field.
Trying to pound it in. He's got it down to the 1-yard line right on the doorstep of Pater. The Golden Bears are in the hurry-up.
It's now 3rd and goal.
They believe in their running game on 3rd and goal here. Just hammer it with this running back again, and he noses his way into the end zone.
And I love it. I love the physicality of this offense. It's 3rd and goal. I trust my offensive line to pave the way, give the ball to my running back, and know he's going to physically punch this thing into the end zone.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And with the extra point, they have a 2-point lead. So that drive covered 40 yards, and they capped it off with a 1-yard plunge. Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. The kickoff bounces through the end zone. They'll bring it out to the 25. The North Carolina offense returns to the field. Back and forth we go on these last couple of drives, David. Everybody moving the ball.
Man, these offenses are in a rhythm. Everything they're doing right now is working, a lot of scoring. This puts a lot more pressure on your offense, Palmer, when you walk on the field.
And at this point, too, David, which defense can break serve, right? Who can get a stop? That's what it feels like is going to be the determining factor in this game.
Back to throw, it's Criswell. Unloads to the wideout. And they couldn't make the connection on the long shot. They come to the line facing 3rd and long from the 25. From the gun, wants to pass. Throws to the wideout. Complete to the left. And they were looking for a chunk play, and they got it. The explosive picks up more than 30.
I know it's early in the game, but defensively after that play, you know you have to tackle the catch. When this guy gets the ball in his hands, he is so dangerous after the fact. So it's okay for him to make catches. You just got to get him to the ground quickly.
The Tar Heels with the 1st and 10. These DBs going to give a little cushion. And he got a hand in there, knocks it away, incomplete. They'll line up for a 2nd down play. From the gun, the running back has it.
I like it. Just frustrate the defense. Get that 5 to 6 yards. Make them honor the run. Make them know that you're willing to run the football and run it effectively.
Takes it from the gun on 3rd down. Finds his man down the middle. Really nice job there by both guys to throw and the catch to work that defense and get the 1st down. And the Tar Heels are threatening in the red zone. He's looking to throw it. Caught behind the line. It's Hampton. And he motors into the end zone. Touchdown, Tar Heels.
North Carolina.
And I just love the execution by this offense. Late in the half, man, you want to take the lead. You want to get that momentum on your side, and they do it. They finish it with the passing game. I'll tell you what, heat that passing game up. You can keep this lead, keep the momentum, and keep putting up numbers.
They're working that left side. He's got a nose for that goal line. First he scored the touchdown. Now he makes his way in for the 2-point conversion. This is ultra aggressive. Still in the first half, gotten the lead and going for the onside kick. That's why they call them the hands team. They're able to secure the onside kick.
We're only in the first half, and I don't think anybody had onside kick in the 2nd quarter on their bingo card. They were trying to catch the opponent off guard, but it didn't work. Now let's find out what this offense could do. You have got to make them pay for gambling.
The Cal offense is headed back onto the field. Moving out of the pocket. Quarterback has to protect himself. Gets down with the slide.
You know, QBs want to make those big plays. They want to put up the big stats. But when nothing's there, sometimes you just tuck the ball, get a minimal gain. I like the slide, by the way, too. Get down and don't take a big hit.
Makes the catch. Touchdown, Cal. And welcome to the offensive showcase, my friend. This guy is so impressive, both with his ability to move, to buy time, to run, and then he'll kill you with his own.
Unbelievable, just a freak. It's like he's playing a video game, and everybody else is trying to play real-life football. It's ridiculous to be that fast and still be a quarterback, still make plays down the field. It's just not fair.
And the extra point splits the upright. Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. Bringing it back. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. North Carolina has it back, and the Tar Heels so pleased to send the offense back out. These two defenses have had their heads spinning here in the first half, and now we might even see a little more scoring with this drive.
It's going back and forth. This is like two heavyweights just trading blows, David. What does this defense got to do to get a stop here?
I tell you what, man, when you're giving up points like this and you've got no momentum, you got to find somebody that can make a play to create some. And listen, if they're scoring anyways, let's be aggressive. Let's blitz more. Let's make sure we're making them feel discomfort in some way, shape, or form.
All right, well, the offense here, they're trying to get this run game established. They obviously don't break off a long run there, but they're just trying to find their footing at this point.
They line up, and it is a long way to the sticks from here. Scanning the field, it's Criswell. Finds his tight end. At the 40, there he goes. He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line. And after that pitch and catch, he's already over 200 yards, and we're in the first half, Jesse.
Man, Reese, he's dialed in right now. He's really doing a nice job seeing the field, reading coverages, and finding his open guy.
They're bringing heat. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
Well, this defense felt coming into the game that if he was going to try to throw from the pocket, they could get to him and affect his accuracy, and they did on that last play.
Using his legs, it's Hampton. And he'll find enough running room to get it just short of midfield at the 49. Running out of time here in the first half, they're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Got it in the middle, it's Jones. Gets it all the way down to the 39-yard line. It'll be a first down. Just enough time to get off one more snap. They'll throw it on first down. Finds his man. It's Hampton. He'll be brought down, and that's the final play of the half.
That's the end of the first half. With the score, Cal 21, North Carolina.
And the Golden Bears will try to kick this one deep to get things underway in the second half. And he takes this from inside the 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. The North Carolina offense returns to the field. They had a really productive first half, but in a game like this, they better keep it up.
You know, at halftime, the offense and defense separate, and they kind of go over their own adjustments. You know the offense was saying to themselves very quietly, guys, we're not going to stop anybody. We got to keep scoring if we're going to win this game. So the pressure's on them here in the second half, David.
Yeah, and you get the ball first. And so it's been a high-scoring first half. You get to go out here now and make a statement. Start this half, say, listen, we're going to keep scoring points, and then maybe help some, alleviate some of that pressure on your defense.
And he goes out of bounds after a nice pickup on that one. The Tar Heels want to pick up the tempo. Trying play action. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Hampton. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a first down for this offense. They've built this offense around finding mismatches and just get the ball to the back and let him do his thing.
Yeah, it didn't have to be long down the field. Like it threw it right near the line of scrimmage, but you know I got a guy, when he gets in space, he can make big plays happen. Nice decision by the QB.
And they'll finally get him down after a terrific pickup.
And there was no question in that scenario. That's where the quarterback was going. He knew he had his receiver in a matchup that he liked, running a route where he would find himself open. Nice job between those two.
And the timing just a hair off. Last play didn't go as planned. Now 2nd and 10 from the 26. Looking to throw it again. Fires downfield. What a job to lay out and make the catch. It is plays like that that'll let you pile up some serious passing yards.
Man, what an effort. I mean, the layout to be able to catch the football, keep it off the ground. Nice job by this receiver, and that's why this quarterback's had a day. Guys making plays all over the field.
Picked up some of what they needed on 1st down. Now it's 2nd and goal from the 5. Back to throw, it's Criswell. Got it! Touchdown, UNC! And that one will give them the lead. They'll line up to go for 2. Snaps it in the shotgun. Sweet grab in the end zone for the 2.
Gotta love the execution. Not easy to throw down here, but the quarterback made a good read, accurate throw, and they come away with 2 points.
About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. From inside the 15, here comes the return. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Cal gets it back. The sturdy Golden Bear offense on its way to the field. Jesse, a very productive drive last time, wound up with a touchdown.
Yeah, mixing and matching play calling really well. Nice balance on that lap.
All kinds of running room. And they get him out of bounds after an explosive run, just chewing up yardage along the way. This offense is starting to believe, and as they generate yards and points, they're bringing momentum with them. They try to get it outside on the left. And he'll step across the sidelines after making a good gain on that one.
You know, it's so important for offenses to want to keep 3rd downs manageable. The way you do that is by having success like that, running the football on 1st down.
And the quarterback was trying to extend the play, and the defense brought it to a close. I'm not positive, but that 1st down marker might be in the next county. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. And it's picked off by the defender, but he's out of bounds. Couldn't get the foot down. It's incomplete.
And football is such a game of inches, right? I mean, that's a 1st down. If the receiver was able to get his foot back in bounds, just couldn't come up with it there.
On 4th down, looking to pass. Going back to the well, another deep ball. And that pass is intercepted. And he's brought down, and this defense gets the ball back for its own.
And that's why as quarterbacks, you cannot telegraph the pass. You cannot stare down your receivers because these defenders, they're watching it. And that defender knew exactly where the QB was going with that football, and that's why he picked it off.
Going up top on 1st down. A strike downfield. And he's knocked down, but not before moving the chains.
Well, this defense has tried to find ways to disguise their coverage and mix it up to try to confuse the QB. It's not working, though. With that last completion, he's now got over 300 yards passing.
Pulls it in. It's Hampton. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the 1st down.
6. Brings up 2nd down. That's the end of the 3rd quarter of play. With the score, North Carolina 28, Cal 21.
Second down now as they're ready to go back to work. Dropping back, it's Criswell. He's going to let it go. Here's an interception. Oh, did they need that turnover? And they capitalized not only on the pick, but on the great return to improve this field position.
You talk about having to have it. We needed to force the turnover. We had to get the football back. They're in such a good position to run out the clock, try to win. No, sir. Our ball, first down.
The Cal offense is headed back onto the field. Boy, they had that last drive moving a little bit, David, but then the mistake just crushed them.
Yeah, and those mistakes are going to happen. You're going to throw the football, you're going to throw interceptions. But I think I stay aggressive with this offense. I get back to what I did in the first part of that drive that made me successful.
I agree, David. Just turn the page if you're a quarterback, right? On this drive, you did a lot of good things there leading up to that pick. Forget about it, move on, play the next play.
And he'll run across the sidelines after the good gain.
I want to get my running backs the ball in space as much as possible. And sometimes it doesn't work in the running game. But I can throw it to him. I can try to create some space out wide, dump him the football, let him make some catches, and see if I can't get some big plays out of him.
Shakes off the tackle. Goes out of bounds, but they'll be set up with a 1st and goal.
Once you start getting closer to the end zone, you start bringing in more big bodies, right? They're going to run the football more. The field shrinks. I can run different coverages, but really nice job saying, that's fine, you bring in the big bodies.
And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Golden Bears!
Wow, this offense, they have a lot of faith in this running back. Knowing if they get down in this area of the field, he can get it done and he can answer the bell. 2 rushing touchdowns already for this offense.
And he knocks it through for the tie here in the 4th quarter. We've got a dandy going here, all tied up in the 4th quarter and about to kick it away. And he's coming out of the end zone. He stopped short of the 20 at the 19 and probably wishes he'd just taken the touchback. North Carolina has it back, and the Tar Heels so pleased to send the offense back out. Boy, they hope this next drive is more productive after throwing a pick last time, Jesse.
Yeah, and the coaches did a good job on the sideline there, just talking to the young quarterback and making sure he's able to turn the page, calm him down, to go out and refocus this drive.
Yeah, and some people do that better than others, but you got to show some trust in him. Maybe get the ground game going, help around him a little bit with this system.
To the air, it's Criswell. This time it's complete. And he goes out of bounds after coming up with positive yardage there.
It's so important that this offense is able to stay on schedule. And what that means is keeping 3rd downs manageable. That last completion to the tight end accomplished just that. Really nice play.
And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf. Tie game here late in the 4th. They want to control the ball, and they're not going to punt it away. They'll go for it. Oh, and it's picked off. This could be huge in a tie game. Couldn't find a ton of room on that return, but that small change, they take over at the 43.
If I'm a QB coach, I'm grabbing my quarterback right away and be like, listen, we're going to get another opportunity. It's the 4th quarter. It's a tie game. Our defense is going to get a stop for us. You got to get your confidence back. You got to get back in this ball game. We're going to need you again down the road. You are not done.
Comes out throwing on 1st down. On the move to his left. On the run, fires downfield. And this is going to be intercepted. A big play in a tie game. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception. The North Carolina offense returns to the field. Mistakes are going to happen, as they did on that last drive. Now, how will they respond, Jesse?
And this is the kind of guy who's going to take full accountability. That was my bad. That's on me. I'm about to lead this offense now down the field and score some points.
Dang, Palmer, I wish I'd have played with you. I didn't play with many quarterbacks that were just like, yeah, my bad. Hey, guys, I got this. Sorry about that. It was more, you should have ran a better route.
Offense lines up for a 1st and 10 from the 43. Fires to the wideout. Off the deflection, missed a great chance to force the turnover. Instead, it'll be 2nd down. And the Tar Heels in the hurry-up. Out of the gun, the running back has it. On the move at the 30. Got a lot of running room. Touchdown, North Carolina! They move on top here in the 4th.
What a great game, tied late in the ball game. Who's going to make the big play? They come up with it late, take the lead. Nice execution. It's hard to execute in these moments.
And it's intercepted. A huge fourth quarter play for this defense.
The two-point attempt is no good. That keeps the score. North Carolina 34, Cal 28.
Now they'll try to get another possession with an onside kick. Few anxious moments there, but the hands team true to its name as they make the grab and get the ball. Cal gets it back. The sturdy Golden Bear offense on its way to the field. Well, the good news about this drive, Jesse, it can't go worse than last time through a pick on the first play.
No, it certainly can't. I think one good way, David, to help your quarterback turn the page is just find him an easy completion here and let him get back into a rhythm.
Yeah, or find him an easy handoff. Just hand the football off, maybe get the ground game going, maybe jumpstart this offense a little bit.
To the air, it's Rodgers. Dances away. He's going to run it. Really nice stop there from this senior leader. They immediately call timeout, trying to preserve every second they can to try to rally here late. On third and long, trying to have a big completion here. He throws one to the left. He holds it in, and nobody's close. And he'll get out of bounds. It's a first down there in plus territory, and now threatening to get the score. The Golden Bears come to the line with a new set of downs. Looking to pass inside the red zone. They'll run the screen. And it's pretty obvious there was a big hole in that screen, and the defense ran right through it. Offense gets set for second down. He's looking to throw. Grab behind the line. It's Ott. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
And now this is the time in the game where the clock's fighting against you, and you can only take so many shots like that and get no gain. We got to get out of bounds, or we got to waste timeouts. So we got to be smart offensively in what we do here.
Pocket starts to collapse. And the defense is there to stop him short of the first down. The offense will use a timeout. Clock is stopped with 22 seconds left. It's a one-score game late, and they've got to go for it on fourth down. They'll go with a direct snap. They'll get him stopped just short of the end zone, but they're in business here with a first down. They'll hurry to the line with the clock still running. And they get nothing. The ball remains at the 2-yard line. They get the timeout called, 11 seconds remaining to play. Can the D deny them on second and goal? Looking to throw, it's Rodgers. He wants it all. And he holds it in the end zone for the touchdown. All tied up, and now the kicker can win.
How about the clock management by this team? Taking all of the clock, scoring late now. All you got to do is finish it. The easy part. Bring out the kicker, knock that PAT through the uprights.
On to attempt the try. And it's good. They're on top, and they'll try to hang on in the waning seconds. They get the timeout called with 7 seconds left on the clock. About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. He wisely lets that one bounce through the back of the end zone, and they'll take over at the 25. He's trying to get them set quickly. They have to get the ball into field goal range. Looking to move it through the air. Got a man. It's Hampton. Really nice pickup there as they have it out to the 44 with a first down. Timeout is called with just 2 seconds left to go. No time to waste here. They've got to get set and pick up chunk yardage. He's going to pass. A deep throw as the clock winds down. And the pass is incomplete.
GG's, GG's.
And this will be a game of what might have been. Well, this was an offensive showcase out there.